I'm asking you to write a little introduction of yourself, but to do it in a different way. And this video is to give you just a little help in what I'm after and what I think will help all of us as we learn a little more about each other. I have two books that I keep very close to me. They're both by the same author, would you believe? John Gardner. This is the first. Let me get it in the... Oh, there it is. Ta-da! Hide behind it. Okay. Excellence. I really depend upon this one when I'm teaching teachers, educators, teachers in preparation. But when I teach leadership, this is the book. Self-Renewal. It is almost 50 years old. John Gardner has just got it nailed. We are witnessing changes so profound and far-reaching that the mind can hardly grasp all the implications. We're not just passive observers, but are helping to produce the changes. And he talks about a very key issue in the area of organizational culture, particularly the leadership side, which is changing organizational culture. That's a very academic term. He uses a spiritual term. Renewal. Organizational renewal. But he says that really can't start until there is self-renewal. And for us, we know that begins in Christ. It is spiritual renewal. From organizational culture, we are moving toward how to lead a process of spiritual renewal. Now, listen to one more word of inspiration here. This is actually very challenging. But renewal of societies or individuals or churches or organizations depends in some measure on motivation, commitment, conviction, the values by which we live, and the things that give meaning to our lives. The question must be asked. The renewal of societies and organizations can go forward only if someone cares. Apathy and lowered motivation are the most widely noted characteristic of a civilization on the downward path. Apathetic people accomplish nothing. People who believe in nothing, change nothing. They renew nothing, heal no one, least of all themselves. If we falter, it will be a failure of heart and spirit. And he ends his opening with this phrase. Finally, we shall renew neither ourselves, nor our society, nor our organization, nor our business, nor our church, nor a troubled world, unless we share a vision of something worth saving. That is great stuff. Now, in our introduction, here's how I'd like you to introduce yourself. You've already written autobiographies, and I have read them, and I was moved by them. But I want you to write an autobiography of where you are in your leadership and the potential that you see before you. With one sentence each. What is your current ministry? Now, you may serve in a ministry, you may lead a ministry. Your ministry may be your family. Your ministry may be at the place where you work. Your choice. But what is your ministry? The Sunday school class where you are you a leader in a church? Whatever that is for you. Answer it in one question. What's your current ministry? Number 2, what is the most positive thing happening in your ministry? So get a hold of what's good, what's going on. Where do you see God at work? Number 3, what would spiritual renewal look like in your ministry? Now that's going to require you to dig I need to mention to you, when you write assignments for me, I'm a big believer in think longer, write shorter. Okay? So most of my stuff is to make you really think. Then you just kind of spit it out in a few words or paragraphs. Okay? 3 sentences. What's your current ministry? What's the most positive thing happening in your ministry? And what would spiritual renewal look like in your ministry? That gets you to think. Then I want you to write 1 paragraph and answer this question. What would help you lead your ministry towards spiritual renewal? What's the self-renewal for you? What has to happen in your soul for something to happen out there? What's got to take place inside your heart so that you can make a change in the heart of the people you lead? You get it? I know you do. The Lord bless you as you work on this assignment.